channel. My name is Stephanie, and if you already know who I am, welcome back. And in today's video, I am going to be using this palette right over here. I've heard of many mixed reviews over this palette. Actually, not mixed, very horrible reviews on this palette. But anyways, I want to test it for myself because that's just the person that I am. I like to test things myself because I don't trust people. I have trust issues. I created this look with this palette. I did use one eyeshadow that's not in this palette, but you'll see which one it is. It's not the big deal. It's just one eyeshadow, you know? If you want to see how I created this look using this palette, make sure you keep on watching. I'm going to be using the NYX eyeshadow base that comes in a little pot. And this one's called Skin Tone. So what I usually do is just shape up my eyebrows when I put on this eyeshadow base. Just make it look sharper, sleeker. Taking this white base color, I'm going to put that all over my eyelid to set the primer, and it's from NYX. I don't know the name of it because it doesn't have a name. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you. So I'm actually not sure what kind of look I want to do with the Subculture palette. I could tell you right now that I'm not a fan of the shimmers because they're not as pigmented. So far I haven't had any problems with the matte shades. So we're gonna try some other colors. I just don't know which. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take the shade Destiny and I'm gonna put that, oh dang, I'm gonna put that on my crease and just blend it out. Okay, I'm a little scared because this shit could go wrong. Okay, maybe a lighter shade would have been better, but like, it's okay. I don't know why I thought this was gonna be lighter. But like, you live and you learn, no? I'm just doing the same thing. I'm putting it on my crease. Just really blending this out. That way it doesn't look so dark and harsh. I'm gonna be taking New Wave. Putting this on top of that green shade. Dark green shade, actually. And I'm just gonna really blend these two together. Notice that these eyeshadows blend away really fast, and it's good if you want like a natural look, which is what I'm going for. But I'm curious to see how they work if you're trying to do a more dramatic look. So I'm probably going to do a dramatic look after this one. By the way, all the brushes that I use are either from e.l.f. or Wet n Wild. The only one from Morphe is probably this one that I'm going to be using today. And it's it looks like this. I can't see the number anymore. I want to use this bluish shade right here. It's like a navy blue. I'm going to try to do a darker eye look. This palette works well if you want to do a natural eye look, but I don't know how it'll work if you want to do more dramatic, so I'm going to try and test that out. Putting this in the outer corner into my crease, and I'm going to create like a V shape, making this eye look into a half cut crease. Key with this palette is to take a little bit and just go from there and add if you need to. So now I'm gonna take a little bit of Destiny and I'm just gonna blend these two. More of that axis. So I'm going to take a bit more of the eyeshadow base because it's like a nice skin tone. It almost looks like a concealer. You could use a concealer if you want to, but I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be cutting the half cut crease. Now I'm just going to dab it a little bit. That way everything could be nice and even. I'm going to set it with the same eyeshadow from NYX. Since I already used the gold in this palette, I'm going to use this green color that's called Electric. And I'm going to put that all over my eyelid. I'm going to put it all over the cut crease I did. And nothing's happening. I'm blending some of the shimmer with the blue. So this is what it's looking like so far, and it's taken a lot to have this palette to work. So I'm gonna blend this a little bit more with Destiny. I'm taking New Wave and adding it a little bit on top just to get rid of those harsh lines. Right, that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit because there was a little bit of fallout, and I'll be right back. Putting my eyeliner, and I'm using the Kat Von D tattoo liner. So now I'm going to be putting my lashes on, and they're from Dodo Lashes. I'm not sure what number they are though because my friend gave it to me. I'll be right back after these messages. Move on to the face, and I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. After priming my face, I like to put Photo Finish Primer Water from Smashbox. I just like it because it refreshes my face and it feels so much nicer when I put on my foundation. And I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I'm in the shade 5.0. So for my concealer, I'm going to be using the Even Steven The Balm. Right there. And a little goes a long way with this concealer. So now I'm going to be putting some eyeshadow under my waterline. I'm going to be using Untamed. I'll take this blue shade Axis. Taking the electric shade, I'm gonna try to put this on the inner corner and blend it out in the bottom like that. So now I'm gonna be using the Shade and Lights contour palette from Kat Von D. This shade right over here. Using the Sweet Peach Glow from Too Faced. I'm going to use this highlight. So for my lipstick, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Melted Latex. This one's in the shade Hopeless Romantic. So now I'm going to set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. Using the Maybelline Big Shot mascara, and I really don't like this mascara, but it's the only one I have right now, so we're gonna use this. It gets really dry, and I only had it for a little bit. I don't know how I feel about this palette just because the shimmers really suck and I feel like I have to keep going back and forth packing it on into your eye. I feel like this palette could be way better because they were comparing it to the Renaissance palette, and in that palette the shimmers work so good and you don't have to keep going back and forth into the palette to get it to the pigment that it should be. So you could even tell right here how dry it is, and you could tell from that that's not going to be very pigmented. I could even swatch it for you, and that's how it looks. Sorry for my hot Cheeto fingers, but yeah, that's how it looks. It's more of a sheer kind of eyeshadow. There is a bit of fallout, but if you just tap it once, it'll be fine. That's not a big deal. And so far I haven't had any problems with the matte eyeshadows because they do blend well together. I haven't tried all the shades, but I will, and then I'll just keep you guys updated. I might do another video with this palette. I might do a more simple eye look. Guys, so this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, and my last video is right here. Actually, I don't even remember what's my last video, so it's gonna be a surprise for me too. So bye.